somebody was dying.
Oh, man.
You knew somebody was dying.
I'm telling you, if there's one way of dying of heart failure, that's living with Mama. Mama, you're not in good line.
You know, it's funny. Dad's sitting over in the dark, and he was well lit, and now she's sitting right there by the window.
You know what it is? It's all that light in the background. Okay, hold on, I'll fix that. I got a light here that fixes that backline. Didn't fix it.
No.
I didn't do it. Let's see what else we got here.
Well, she was the same way when she was a little girl, Steve.
Wait a minute.
Very excitable.
I remember
Particularly
once with Jim, we lived on Dundee Road. And I was bound and determined I was going to get rid of my fear of caterpillars. And so we agreed that you were going to put a caterpillar in my hand and I was going to hold it and watch it crawl in my hand. And I can remember that to this day. I couldn't do it. I put it there, but it was too much of it.
couldn't stay there.
And I remember another time,
Wait a minute a second. Did you talk about the caterpillar and you slinging him over there when it was tape was on?
No.
Okay, hold on. Times.
Jim can tell that better than I can.
I want you to tell part of it and then he'll tell the rest of it. Let me get this thing adjusted right here.
The light's better than that.
That's great, I like that.
You know, right there. Go ahead, Mom.
Well, our favorite story that we always like to tell, Jim and I, when we get our grandchildren, our children around, is about how Jim and I grew up together, and we had a tree in the backyard that was really tall. I used to sit up at the top of that tree and I'd sing at the top of my lungs. I thought I was Jeanette McDonald. And
I knew you were Jeanette McDonald.
But we had a tree house up there in the top. It was as high up as you could get. It was probably good 2 or 3 stories up. I don't know. I just loved that tree. Well, anyway, one day Jim and I were in the tree together. He was up in the top and I was down the lower branches, and he knew how upset I would get if he dropped a caterpillar down from the top, and he did it and landed right on top of my foot. And I was standing there screaming on one foot and shaking that caterpillar as hard as I could. I was really in
Hysteria.
Let me put a couple of words in. She was standing up at the top of this tree on a limb about 2 inches thick, and she let go of the tree. She was up there